Hello everybody, it is Mickey Dog here, bringing you an amazing gameplay here with the HK21 with infrared, using the ballistic knife secondary and tomahawks with concussion grenades. And just from hearing this first little part, you already know that this is going to be a really fun gameplay to watch. I mean, infrared, ballistic knife, tomahawks, who does that? Well, apparently I do. So, yeah. I actually had a really fun time getting this gameplay. I mean, even though this class did suck, it was a lot of fun to use. Just, you know, running around with an infrared HK, not really caring whether it's good or bad, because when you're using a crappy gun and you do bad, you say, bad gun, bad game, makes sense. But when you use a crappy gun and do good, then you're like, yes, I'm such a beast, you know? Plus, you know, it was nice to just troll on people and make them rage because of how many times they got killed by a guy with an infrared HK. I mean, that is definitely rage-inducing. But yeah, let me talk about the perks that I'm using and how I use this gun to do as well as I did in this gameplay. The three perks that I'm running are pretty standard. I'm using Flak Jacket Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon Pro. Now, Flak Jacket Pro, self-explanatory. Sleight of Hand Pro, just because LMGs already have an extremely slow aim down sight time, so Sleight of Hand Pro definitely helps with that. And Marathon Pro, just so that I have an increased mobility. See, now LMGs already have really low mobility, so Marathon obviously helps with that. So yeah, now the one thing I want to talk about was that with an infrared scope, you can't use it like you'd use any other class. Like with any other class, if you use any other attachment besides the infrared scope, you can just sort of lead your bullets into the enemy as you're aiming down sight, you know, just sort of spray as you're looking down sight. But with an infrared scope, you can't do that because that little in-between animation of looking down the sights disappears. It's non-existent when you're using an infrared scope. Like right here, as I'm aiming down sight, you can see that it just goes straight into the animation of looking down the scope. Instead of, you know, sort of having the gun slowly raise up, it just goes straight into the infrared. So you have to be a lot more accurate than you usually have to be when using the infrared scope. Just because, which is also another reason for why I wanted to use Sleight of Hand Pro, just because when you have to be extremely accurate, getting your sights as quickly as possible into the enemy really helps with being accurate. And this was actually a really smart move right here. I knew that there were a whole bunch of enemies built up in that part of the map, so I just laid prone and wait and let the enemies come to me. See, now I knew I'd be at the disadvantage if I tried to rush them with a class as silly as this. And another thing that I noticed about the infrared on the HK is that you think that if you were to burst fire this gun, you'd be a lot more accurate and have a lot less recoil. But from my experience, it seems to be the exact opposite. It seems if you were to burst fire, the gun just jerks all over the place and just sort of jerks towards the sky, sort of like a view kick, where the gun just jerks all over the place and it totally messes up your shot. So what I did to combat this was I just fired full auto. Like if you just rewind a little bit, you would see that I was firing the HK full auto, and while I was firing, I was strafing. And if you don't know what strafing is, it's just when you move left and right. It's just when you move left to right. That's what strafing is. And strafing while firing your gun is a really smart tactic because, for one, it makes you a much harder target to hit, and two, it seems to reduce recoil. Now, if I don't know if it actually really reduces the recoil when you strafe, or maybe the recoil just by you strafing it counters the recoil. So whichever one, strafing definitely does help with the recoil. And oh my god, this is an amazing part of the gameplay. Get ready for this. Tomahawk! Okay, now watch this. Watch this. You're about to see the most amazing 8-man spray you've ever seen before in your life. Ooh! 3-kill streak. Ooh, it's getting on now. You're all fucked. I'm surrounded in a little hut in the middle of the jungle. And ooh, double spray, payback. Ooh, get owned, you're fucked. Oh my god, guy behind me, got on my left. Who do I shoot first? Take you out. Play a little dip move. Oh, Blackbird. Oh, you ain't George, baby. You ain't George. I'm George. I'm freaking George Romero on steroids. Ow. Fuck yeah, let's see what kind of work I do with this Enfield. Get my chopper gunner. Ooh, got the chopper gunner. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Went off on a little tangent there. But yeah, you guys see that? Freaking 8-man feed or something with the HK21 infrared. Okay, maybe not an 8-man feed, but that was definitely a 5-man feed. And I may have over-exaggerated a few things and sounded like a total idiot, but that's not important. Because I just got a chopper gunner with an infrared. HK21! Holy shit! Who does that? Who does that? Tell me one person who has done that before. One person. Nobody. And right here, I have no idea why I picked up the MPO, because the MPO is a piece of shit. But hey, I don't know the answer to everything, so yeah, I hope you guys don't mind if I speed up this chopper gunner, because I really doubt that you guys will want to see this chopper gunner. I don't get that many kills. In fact, I'm counting right now really quickly. That was 4 and something. I think I get like 4 kills with that chopper gunner, and then like, I don't know what I'm doing right here. I think, yeah, right there was a little fail. Excuse me. I tried to rush that guy, but it didn't work out. I tried to get one more kill before calling in my next chopper gunner. And, oh, one more thing that I noticed. There's a guy that's blue, and it looks like he's in my party, but he's not. And I got a phone to catch you guys. So, see ya, 45 and 6 with HK. Goodbye now.